I never understood why. It used to really bother me. But then one day I was driving my little boy to school and I saw this quote by Walt Whitman. It was painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental."
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight.
Beyond the Bench with Brad Payne and Matt Briggins right here on 102.7 The Game.
Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world.
It's Beyond the Bench, 102.7 The Game, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Vic Evans with the two stars of the show, Brad Payne on my left, Matt Briggins on my right. And guys, it's got the video live stream out there. That's all brought to you by Legendary Pools and Spa. And you also will be able to hear the show on 102.7 The Game. It's normal time, Mondays from 6 to 7. But before we get started with the show, we've got some house cleaning that we have to do because there's some big news. As the Green River Area Federal Credit Union has re-signed on for 2026 to be the title sponsor of you guys' show. I don't know how it happened.
I thought they would drop us for sure.
I mean,
they must not listen.
Well, I mean, you guys were a finalist for Talk Show of the Year. I mean, there you go.
Bringing it up again.
There you go. There you go. But
yeah, he tries to sneak that in about once every 3 episodes.
No. But listen, they love what they do. So a big thank you to Green River Area Federal Credit Union.
That's huge.
To keep you guys on the radio. And now you guys
are probably upset because
that's what I was going to say. There's plenty of people, women alike.
You guys are still responsible for all FCC violations. Is all I know. We'll take it out of your pay. But, I've just come back from a Wesleyan game. They dropped a game, a tough one to the number 8 team in the country, Missouri S&T, in a really good game. One that could have gone either way. But you guys exhibitions and scrimmage games started this weekend. We'll start with Coach Briggins, the only man I know that gets teed up in exhibition games. Were you happy with the way your team performed in the overall?
Yeah, well, first time I've ever been teed up in a scrimmage game ever. Shouldn't have got the tee. I'll just tell you that. Ref was a little sensitive.
He should never get a tease. What he's saying.
And I was trying to go all year without getting a technical, and here I get my first game. So it's on now, so I don't even care.
Hey, if you had gotten a second one, in all seriousness,
I probably would have sat out.
It's KHSAA certified because we had to go by KHSAA rules.
How many scrimmage games are you guys allowed to play?
2.
So you would have had to schedule another one and set out the next scrimmage game.
I don't think we can only have. You can only have a certain amount of hours.
But have to run hot down. That wouldn't have been that bad.
It's kind of like baseball where you can have a scrimmage game, but you can only play like 3 hours total, or however that works.
No, we played.
You can play like 50. You can play like 50 different teams in that amount of hours.
Time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we played really well. We played Greene County, who's anywhere. I've seen them as 20th in the state, all the way up one poll, which, all these polls are crazy. I saw them 8th. Now, do I think they're the 8th best team in the state? No, but I think they're definitely a top 25 team. We got beat by 6. You throw out all the technical and the stuff at the end was 24 seconds ago. It was about a tied ball game. So we played really well. I was proud of our guys. We shot the ball good, but I think we got the potential to shoot the ball better. But what I was most pleased with was defensively how well we defended, and we shut they had a 6'9" kid. We shut them down to 5 points, and how much more physical we're playing this year. So that was our big thing last year. If you watched us, was the physicality and the defense, and we have really, really worked on that and really gotten more physical and defended well. So.
One thing I want to ask you about, because even your guy, your Barker, goes and have surgery, and he picks up a tee too. I mean, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? This is,
2 head coaches.
I know, getting tees in scrimmage games.
Haven't gotten one in going on. This is my 12th year.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, which is, in reality, he should get one. He should get a couple every year. But when you,
I was really calm yesterday.
Were you?
Very, very. It was a zoo.
Well, what'd you expect?
Fairdale.
I mean,
Well, Fairdale's coming down to play Owensboro, and I don't know if that's going to end very well for him. But I've got to ask you because how much stock do you guys put in these scrimmage games? Because I see some teams out there all over social media talking about how they beat this team, beat that team. Sometimes we don't even know who the scorer is.
We don't, especially in ours. we don't know.
I mean, I talked to you and you told me y'all won, and then I looked on Twitter and y'all got beat.
Thought I could add. Apparently, they do things differently in JCPS.
There you go.
Their math is different, and that's okay.
They use that Common Core math.
Listen, they can't even. Listen, they can't even get the kids to school on the bus, so I'm not worried about how they keep score.
Exactly.
Like, that's the last thing I worry about is how they math. They can't even get a damn kid to school. So
100% on that.
Here's my thing with what happened yesterday. We played an Eastern team that is very, very good. They've got a 6'10" kid that is legit P5 kid. He had his way in that first half. They've got a 7'1" kid that came in really late to school, I think in September, maybe even early October. I don't know. But
I don't know. I've been told there's no such thing as a portal. That's what I've been told.
Well, talking to Coach Morrow, which you believe what you want to on it, he had zero. He didn't even know it was coming in.
Shocking.
Yeah, and
It's kind of like those Davis County kids that just show up.
yeah, and I keep it. Our integrity's high.
There you go.
But
Is it?
Yeah, yes, it is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I don't recruit these kids. Like I've said, I don't, and I'll look straight in the camera. I don't recruit your kid. I didn't recruit that kid. I mean, I don't have to anymore. It's a destination school. People want to come to Davis County, and they should. They should want to come there.
When was it? When I'm just curious. When has Davis County become a destination school? Last year?
Since
I don't know.
Brad Payne's been there.
So,
Well, I mean,
since Jonathan Moss has been there.
Jonathan
last
Moss
year.
is a big help.
I did
years.
screenshot something just in case you got a little mouthy today. The last few times that Ohio and Davis have played.
well, last year we played at your place.
Hold on. They can go deeper if you'd like.
I'm going to look it up right
But
now.
why don't you? Why don't you?
I
While
will
I'm
look
talking.
it up on the break.
Why don't you? While we're talking.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it was. I just didn't know it was destination school. Now I know. So
Good.
I mean,
I'm
solid
glad I knew.
academics, a great school.
Not the highest academic rankings in the region, but we all know what school that
It's
is.
not.
But
We're the reigning regional champions.
yeah,
We have the best garden of state.
Maybe
I agree with that.
Can I ask you?
I know it is.
I'll give
I
Moss
don't
his
need your
props.
agreement.
I'll give Moss his props.
Listen,
Yeah.
I was just floored by it, that I didn't know.
It's tough.
I didn't know when you gave that title destination school. I didn't know if it was this year or last year or 5 years ago.
Well, I'm not sure it matters when I do. I can't go back in time and make kids come to Davis County in 2011.
I gotcha.
So the only thing that we can do now is say that this school is a destination school now.
I gotcha.
Speaking of Moss, I do want to say for people out there listening and watching on the live stream, anywhere in the world, the kid's a legit Mr. Basketball
Yes, he
candidate.
is.
And I think to me, he's my front runner. And I know I'm going to get a lot of argument at that. He's going to have to get through some bias of the Golden Triangle and the Eastern Kentucky bias that happens.
He will.
But there's not a kid in the state that I'm taking over him.
So, Edlin moved back. He went to Ballard. I'm sure he's going to have a big season. Ballard is loaded. Man. And out east, you're going to get some out east votes and that. We're not going to get some out east votes that we probably should. I'll say this: we are taking Jonathan Moss and Davis County everywhere we possibly know to take them
For him to get seen.
For him to get seen. We are, and I can look in the camera and tell you this too: we are going to get blasted a couple of games just because we want him to be seen. But it'll also help us too. That's not the sole reason. We need to be tougher, and yesterday showed it too. But regardless of what the score was or was not, he's legitimate Mr. Basketball candidate. He's the best player in the region. But there's some things that we have to work on because, depending on who you talk to, we gave up 71 points. It's going to lose you some games.
Well, your style of play, though, in the same way with us, your style of play is going to dictate that. But you did exactly what you needed to do, and I'll say the same way we did. We went out and played good competition in scrimmage games. You get nothing out of it going and playing a podunk school that you're going to blast. We got Marshall County next scrimmage. That's not going to be an easy one.
That's not going to be any easier.
So you got to push yourself and challenge yourself if you want to get better, and that's what y'all did.
I guess it's just hard for me though, to being a third region coach all my life to be okay with 71. And you're right.
Yeah, you got to live with that, though.
The game's different.
You're going to have to.
It's in Tony Hopper era. We're going to win 38-35.
I mean, look at Louisville, though. Look at their scores.
Telling you all, just you'll see the film. The film will get out soon enough. There's some things we could have done to get this thing in the. I'm saying 63-65 is okay, and I'm not trying to be nitpicky. I mean, it's our first game. I get
Y'all saw we're doing 1 for 2, weren't you?
Yes.
That can have a big impact one way or the other.
True.
You know,
true on that.
It's can inflate it a little bit.
We 13 turnovers, 8 of them unforced. Offensive rebounds, man. And I know they're 6-10 and 7-1, but any idiot can box out.
One thing about it is, and I don't think people give enough credit for the guys that graduated last year. Those 3 seniors last year provided some toughness. You know, Jaxo would get on the floor. You know, you look at the play that was the play of the third region tournament.
Aiden,
you know, with Aiden Air getting on the floor.
Which, by the way, I'm sorry to interrupt you. He is playing for Knox College right now.
Is he? I didn't know that.
He started this last game. They've played 3 games. He's missed 3 shots all year.
Oh, my God, I can shoot.
I'm telling you, the most efficient person I've ever coached, maybe in my entire life. He went 6 of 7 from the field yesterday, maybe 5 of 6, regardless. No, it was 6 of 7, had 12 points yesterday. The kid is great.
And even in the post, you know, what you lost of the rebound.
With Varble.
Yeah, Varble was a rebounder, defender, a banger. And so you've got some physicality that you got to find a way. And you know, and as much, and I love Michael Act, I think he's going to be a superstar, but he's not always the most physical guy.
Agree.
And it's something that he has to get his game to the next level has to be to get more physical.
And you're talking about, you know, jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. He went from, hey, you know, you're going to have to guard somebody when he was at OHS, probably, you know, not their biggest person, to he's our 4 when defensively.
Right.
You know, he's our 4 defense. So he was guarding a 7-foot guy yesterday.
Yeah. And it's,
which didn't turn out real well.
I was going to say that doesn't always work. And, you know, I've got to ask you, we know about Durham, and the one thing that was out there, you know, Coach Briggins, is, you know, you've got a young kid that's come in from Puerto Rico that's going to play the point for you. Were you happy with his play at the point guard spot?
Yeah, he was great yesterday for us. He had about 7 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 6 to 7 assists, 18 points.
So triple-double guy that could be
he can jump out of the gym, sees the floor really well. Great mid-range game. He's a good three-point shooter. That's something that if he had to work on anything would be his three-point shot, but he can definitely knock it down. But just a great kid, and you know, and then Ryan Durham was 5 for 9 from 3-point line.
He's as good a shooter as in the region.
Here's where I'm really happy with Ryan, though, is
did he defend?
Ryan defended.
There you go. There you go.
He defended. He only come out one time for a back tap. So if he back taps, he automatically comes out. He knows it.
He knows it.
He come to the bench and he knew it. It's only one he had the whole game, but he defended really well. And somebody's going to really get an under the radar type player with Ryan. In college.
When the kid mentions at media day his defense has to get better, you know it's been instilled on him overall. We got to get to another game real quick. We got to talk Louisville, Kentucky. You guys are Louisville fans.
What a smile.
I mean, listen.
It's the only thing that brightened up the weekend, that's for sure.
That first half that they played was as
God, the football's awful.
I thought Kentucky got out of their offense when Louisville made that run, and Kentucky didn't have anybody to go to stop the run. They started kind of playing some hero ball when the run got going. But, man, it's just, to me, and I know I'm not a Louisville guy, but it's nice to see the Yum Center rocking again and to get the rivalry back to where it was.
You know, and I could be totally wrong on this, but I think I'm right. I think they said first sellout in 6 years.
First sellout since pre-COVID.
Yep, they did.
At the Yum Center.
That is...
It's sad.
That's sad, but it's great because you're right. It's, you know, I know we all joke around on our text messages about being back. And I think, you know, last year, it's hard in the NIL days, I guess, to say that somebody's back because the very next year your whole roster could be, you know, gone.
Right.
But I think the culture is back. The excitement is back. Kelsey is, man, is he not perfect for the situation that Louisville was in? The Eeyore-ish type situation.
Listen, the guy can coach, but he's got that nerdiness about him that you kind of like, even as a UK fan.
And the energy.
Yes.
That he brings to everything. But it's so different from Dusty May because that was Louisville's first, you know, pick.
I didn't want Dusty May.
Well,
I told you that.
I did.
See, I didn't.
I did. And he's doing good at Michigan.
Yeah.
But you're right. May wasn't right for this. May was just Kenny Payne with a brain. like really laid back, very calm on the bench. Like we needed somebody to inject. We needed an enema of lithium.
Yeah, and he brings that, but he gets some. I will say this: I like him. I think he's going to be a better. I'm not just saying this because I'm a Louisville fan. Okay?
You've been saying it for a while. You're going to be a better coach than Pope.
I think he's going to be a better coach than Pope. I'm not super high on Pope. I think Pope does a good job. He's going to win some games.
Yep.
Now, there's times that Pat Kelsey's a little too much for me. There's some times like just a little, like in the locker room throwing the water and the dancing. That's just overbeat Kentucky.
Dislocating a finger while you're dancing.
That's a little much. It's kind of like when they had the fire truck after winning the Western tournament. Down last summer.
Oh, we had it after we beat Eastern. After we beat
I
Eastern.
heard those sirens.
Is that what it was?
Last night I called him in.
I thought you did.
Called him in.
I think a lot of times
Dixie.
You see this in NFL where you have a coach that's more of a disciplinary and strict guy than the next coach you hire is more of a player's coach.
Yeah.
I think with the energy that Payne, and even though I loved him, as a player, and I think he's a good assistant, but even Danny Manning when he was at Louisville was very low energy.
Hey, like he stole money at Wake Forest too.
But you needed a guy like Kelsey to be just the opposite to like you said, instill that energy into the program.
But he also had to be a great PR guy at the same time.
Yes,
because Kenny was awful at that too, and this guy is like I'm with Coach Briggs on this too. His press conference, he's excited. He said, I got to cut it short because I'm going to a women's soccer game or something like that. Like, all right, I get it. You're a big Louisville guy and this and that. He's a little overbearing. And I can see where that's going to rub people wrong. You better win when you're doing that stuff because that will rub people wrong.
He's the guy that if he's your buddy, you take him in doses. Is what when you have that buddy that you're like, man, I love hanging out with him, but it's got to be in doses. It can't be for 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, it can be for an hour because it's just like you said, overbearing.
I want to say this about Kentucky. Number one, listen, if you're watching this or listening to this for sports knowledge, you can shut it off now.
Well, I'm getting ready to give you something about Louisville though.
Right. But and I'm saying this because of my ignorance towards Kentucky. I don't care about them as much as some people do. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean I don't dislike them as much as Coach Briggs does. It's just I don't care about them. And so by not caring about them, I also don't keep up with their players quite enough. I know JQ is out until January. I keep on hearing that someone else is out. But
Low, the point guard got hurt again. Hurt his shoulder again.
But I'm saying going into the Louisville game.
It was the kid from Harlan.
Yeah.
Trent Noah. Oh, Noah was out.
No,
I thought he just sat down.
No,
I don't think
he
that
had.
Wasn't I don't think he's going to.
No, he couldn't have guarded anybody on that floor.
Let me get to this. I can say this with the coaching knowledge that I think I have. Lowe and Chandler are not going to win you big games. Period. End of sentence. You can argue with me until you're blue in the face, and you'll never change my mind. I watched Noah at Pitt.
Or Lowe.
Lowe.
Pitt.
I'm sorry. Lowe at Pitt. This guy is soft. He's soft physically. He's soft mentally. He doesn't make great decisions at all.
I know. That's one thing I've noticed.
He can't be an elite. You've got to have – name me the last gazillion NCAA champions, and I will show you a team that's had a great point guard, an elite point guard. Florida makes great runs last year because elite point guard.
Well, Mikal Brown's an elite point guard.
He is.
And there's where I'm putting Louisville ahead of Kentucky.
I'm not sure Kentucky point guard should be the kid from Florida over Lowe. And it may help that Lowe's going to be out for a while.
And I agree. But you've got to take Chandler out of the equation too.
Yeah.
He can't guard me or Matt. Like, he can't guard a folding chair at all. I know he had the highlight dunk, and he hit a couple of threes.
Well, now, he's the first guy at UK, I think, to open the season with 3 games of 4 threes. So he is shooting it well.
Congrats.
Yeah.
I'll promise you he gave up more than 12. Now, it may not show up in the stat book, but either his lack of help or him knowing their matchup problems that they had that Pope has to deal with, because Pope knows it.
Yep.
Well, Pope's teams have always been a little soft.
Correct.
Anyway.
And last thing I'll say about them, they cannot continue to play Garrison when a team is going to hard hedge like that, and you have to have short rows and get it to your big.
You're getting ready to get to my point.
If Louisville is going to hedge you and keep you on one side of the floor way out at midcourt, you can't continue to set screens, with a big guy who can't dribble and chew gum at the same time. You cannot continue to do that. That was all coaching.
Well, so one of the things talking about Louisville, how do you guard them? First of all, that's going to be the problem for anybody this year,
without a doubt.
But one of the things is I thought Kentucky did a good job with the hard hedging in the stretch there. Okay, because I thought Louisville hard hedged too high, and I thought they stayed too long on ball screens.
Agreed.
And they strung them out too long. And honestly, Kentucky should have had more numbers game situation and attacked it better than they did. I think that's going to be if I'm watching film, that's how I'm attacking Louisville.
They didn't lift near enough on the backside.
And they did, and Kentucky had a few dunks from Louisville's hard hedging. They just didn't go to it enough. And what really got Kentucky back, Kentucky's defense, transition defense was atrocious too.
But
what got Kentucky back in the game was two things for Louisville. One, they missed free throws late.
7 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that game was over when they missed the 7.
but what the difference maker was, Louisville, and this is the hard thing when you play fast and with the shot clock, and coaches talk about this, Louisville took their foot off the gas a little bit. And
started playing differently.
It's a fine line for a coach. Do you want to take some time off? Do you want to milk it? Do you want to play possessions, or do you just want to keep hammering? I think if Louisville would have kept their foot on the gas, I think they would have beaten Kentucky by 25 or 30. I really do. They took their foot off.
I'll say this, Garrison. I would trade Garrison for 4 deflated basketballs. I think to me, you just play Marino, and Garrison never sees the floor for me. I think he's wasted.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Now the other thing,
let me ask you a question about Marino though, because everybody's talking about how great he is.
I don't think he's great.
What did he do well? There's only one thing he did well. What did he do well?
Well, I think he's a good defender at the rim, and also
he's average.
But to me, I'm not saying he's the one that plays. I think it's JQ when he gets there.
Yes,
but Garrison, to me, he gets 0 minutes. I'd much rather have Marino out there.
All he did was a few times, because Kentucky finally attacked the hard hedge well. He got a couple dunks.
Yeah. But that's more than Garrison. I mean, I would much. Garrison doesn't see the floor to me. I'm not unhappy.
Kentucky's got some weaknesses on offense that where Louisville, there is no weakness on offense.
No,
they got some weaknesses on offense that you can exploit as a defensive team, and they got plenty of weaknesses on the defense.
Here's the other thing that's major for Kentucky. If Owe wants to try to prove the NBA guys wrong and try to be a spot up shooter in college football,
you can't sit in
then
the corner.
Kentucky can't play because he never attacked the rim.
Not one time.
And sometimes it happens when you go to those NBA draft things and you go through the whole process, and they say, hey, you got to shoot the ball better. He's completely changed in the first 3 games of how he's played and not attack the rim. He's trying to be Steph Curry-like, and he can't do it.
Tell you what, I feel like he's trying to set up is he's trying to market himself as a 3-and-D guy.
Right, and he's not. He can't shoot.
And it's tough. It's very, very difficult to do that when you don't shoot the 3 real well and you're not great defensively on ball.
Right. He's got to play downhill. That's all he's got. Before we get out here of the first break and get to our Canty Dairy Queen listen segment 2, you want to talk about Brom? You're talking about a team with the wheels is falling off. How about the Louisville Cardinal football team? They lose to Cal, then they lose to Clemson. What do you got to say about Brom and what you didn't like against the Clemson game?
A couple things. Louisville, all their games they've lost have been a possession or less.
They've lost 3 games by 7 points.
Yeah.
Right, but 2 of those 3 losses are not a very good team.
So two things. Well, Clemson's got tons of NFL talent. They're just having a down year. But Miller Moss is terrible. He's got to bench him. We've talked about that. But here's my biggest problem with
Moss threw the coaching staff under the bus. Did you hear that?
Yeah, and the whole we're
the
talking
culture
about
thing.
Culture thing. Yeah, I
Which
couldn't believe he
hate
did.
talking about culture.
Well,
anyway.
he can culture his ass to the bench.
Yeah,
is what he can do.
I'd culture him back to California.
I would send him out for my team. If you're going to go out there in a press conference and throw the entire coaching staff and everything under the bus,
because
you're done.
What's happening now? It doesn't matter anyway. They got 3 lost team.
Yeah.
Here's the problem I have with Brom, though. So Louisville's got one of the best kickers. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. He hasn't missed any extra points. He's only missed like 1 field goal all year. He's a true freshman. He's got some swag, everything, okay? Well, he hits a 51-yarder, hits a 46-yarder, okay? He does miss extra point, which is going to happen. He just kicked it.
Yeah,
okay?
it happens.
Then he missed like a 47-yarder, but it was a high snap.
Well, his timing was off.
And that can screw a kicker up really easily.
Without a doubt.
Missed it. So Louisville's got a chance to win the game with about a 45-yard field goal, 45, 47, and they put their backup kicker in, who's only attempted 1 field goal all year. And doesn't even come, us 3 could have kicked it closer than he could have.
Yeah, that Pat McAfee thing that he does on Saturday morning.
Yeah,
any kid.
It was not even close. And so I'm like, Brom did some mismanagement, time clock, other things. Offense was atrocious at times. But you put your best kicker in there, let him go for it.
When we get back, I got to tell you something that I heard while I was in Louisville about Isaac Brown.
I will say this. I think what he's saying is that Mark Stoops is a better coach than Jeff Brom.
I'm not saying that.
Stoops, hey, he's got a lifetime contract.
Kentucky's going to beat Louisville.
They are. They're
It's going to make me so mad.
Kentucky's going to go 6-6. They're going to build a statue for Stoops, and it'll be the worst thing that ever
Costs a
happened
lot
to
of money
Kentucky
to build a
football.
statue.
They will.
I mean, a lot of bronze or whatever.
That's a big, it's a big belly. It's a big gut. Get some bronze there.
We're going to take a short
make it
break right
lifelike.
here. When we come back, we'll have the Kenty Dairy Queen list. You're listening and watching Beyond the Bench, 102.7 The Game.
What about Brown?
Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit
We got to be
Union.
careful here.
Vic Evans
We're
with
live.
Bradley Payne and also Matt Briggins. And, guys, we're going to get to our Kenty Dairy Queen list.
Yeah.
But first of all, you got some great partners also at Hawkins Abney. Tell us about your great partner at Hawkins Abney, Brad.
Hawkins Abney PLLC is a full-service architectural firm founded in 2022, providing design services for academic, business, healthcare, hospitality, industrial, and mercantile projects across the state. They're located in Beaver Dam, so give Jeremiah Kyle a call at 270-363-2235.
I got to talk about Tate. He
Okay.
played great in the scrimmage. Had 7 points,
Doesn't-
rebounded, talked on defense.
Sure,
That's
he
all
guarded
the
your-
little things.
I'm sure he guarded 5 different positions.
Yes.
Probably got
Does
switched
it.
off on the point
He
guard and
does.
did fine.
Yes.
Love it.
I absolutely
Great
love
kid.
him. And if
Great
he
kid.
ever wanted to come to Davis County, he would be welcomed with open arms.
Here's what I just found out. He did not realize
That we were
that destination school. I didn't know it.
Well, the kids in Ohio County, I think they've got some Louisville math on their scores. I'm not real sure.
No, I mean,
There's some
no,
Louisville
it was
math.
destination.
I do want to say this is, all the football playoffs. Did you guys follow the high school football playoffs and what was going on throughout the state?
Yeah,
And,
I did a little bit. Yeah.
and I mean, I know you didn't get to go down. I'm looking at it, Briggins. I don't know if you're available next Friday.
Next Friday?
Yeah, this coming Friday.
Got chili supper.
I don't know, but I'm reaching out to Ron Cauley and finding out because we do have a Champions Network radio in Indiana and see if we can take CJ up to call cool. Ron Cauley and Heritage Hills.
That'd be fun
if they have room in the booth.
That's championship, right?
Semi-state.
Yeah.
Okay. Indiana always plays on Thanksgiving weekend.
That's
as
right.
their championship.
That's right.
But you get Heritage Hills wins their region, Gibson Southern wins their region. Hey, big shout out Zach Foster. Get well soon, completely healed. The quarterback at Gibson Southern, he threw for 2,000 yards, ran for 1,000, broke both the fibia and tibia in the regional game.
Sucks.
So Zach, we well wishes to you and hope that you get back fully healthy.
That's awful.
And then of course Calicut wins, Owensboro wins, Hancock season falls as they go down to Mayfield where dreams go to die down there at War Memorial.
Yep.
But what's crazy is Mayfield has to go on the road for the first time in like 4 years.
They're not used to that.
LCA. LCA's been down there. Mayfield's won, but now they got to go on the road to LCA. That'll be different. But and we also, I've got to ask you guys. You were talking about Brom. Tell us what you said you were going to tell us a little story about.
So I hear from a credible source, and I'm not trying to break any news or anything like that. Yeah, very, very, very credible person. That Isaac Brown,
big time running back,
been out for Louisville to an injury. There is an accelerated program that these athletes can choose, or there's just a regular program to rehab and get back. He has chosen the regular program to get back and has also said that he himself doubts wholeheartedly that he'll be back for the year. When asked why by this person, he said, because I'm going to Texas.
There you go.
Which is what we consider a true destination school.
When did they become one?
They've always been one.
They were a dumpster fire about 3 years ago.
But let's talk about the 20 years before 3 years ago.
Yeah. Well,
you're going to have some down years.
Thanks.
Texas had
Texas had a down decade.
Y'all's destination school, y'all had some down years.
We did.
6 or
I know
7
one
in a
thing.
row.
I will say this. I guarantee you the Davis County Panther Network would have been run better than the Longhorn Network.
Good grief.
That basically killed the Big 12.
It did, didn't it?
Let's just be
It really
honest.
did.
Hey, did you guys follow any college football this weekend?
Did.
And you look at the playoffs? I mean,
Made me sick. I said I was done.
I'm done watching it.
how about Oklahoma going down there and beating Alabama in Alabama?
Big one.
And that's a huge one. Texas loses to Georgia. Let me ask you this, and now we'll find out Tuesday when the rankings come out. But I noticed last night during the broadcast as Georgia's blowing out Texas in the second half, Kurt Herbstreit and those guys were already making the case for a 3-loss Texas,
of course,
for it to be a playoff team if they were to beat Texas A&M. Do you see any path? I mean, I guess maybe there's chaos in BYU and Miami and all these teams.
So,
do you see a path? James Madison's going to be in the playoffs.
That's what I was going to say. The ACC is going to screw around and not get one. Is what's going to happen.
I think they are now because they're still going to be in the top 5 with their winner because the team that really had a shot to throw a wrench in the ACC was Duke.
Right.
And they had to win out to get to the championship game. They got beat. You're probably going to get a Virginia versus Georgia Tech. And if that happens, I still think you only get one ACC team in.
Yeah.
Unless Miami wins out and then there's some other losses.
Miami's got their percentage has gone up to get into the ACC championship game.
Yeah.
And
that's
honestly,
all they need.
The two best teams in the ACC is Miami and Georgia Tech, in my opinion. And
you're not going to leave out SMU who beat Miami?
SMU's good. I
think they got to play.
And I'll be real with you.
No, SMU beat Miami.
I'm saying that for them to be considered good for me, and I know that Miami's had a rough streak because even on their wins in the last 4 weeks, they haven't played extremely well.
Look how with all the injuries, look how close Louisville has been. And if they just
7 points,
if they would just had
a brain,
anybody else at quarterback, Plummer, Shock. I mean, I would have taken
Crothers,
Cunningham. Remember Malik? You used to drive me crazy. Malik, Louisville would be top 10 in the nation right now.
Malik Cunningham drove me nuts. He tried to be Lamar Jackson.
Not like Miller
so
Moss.
bad.
I can't stand.
He wanted to be Lamar.
He's
so
only
bad.
one Lamar. I can't stand Miller Moss.
How many SEC teams get in?
100.
I would put them all in there because this is the greatest conference ever.
12. No, I don't know, but
Georgia,
5 or 6.
I think they should have 5 is way too many. 4 is what I put in there.
A&M, Georgia, Bama, Ole Miss are locks.
Those are my 4.
It looks like Oklahoma, if they win out, they're going to make it with 2 losses.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they get 5 in. those 5, an ACC school,
6.
James Madison.
Then you're going to
You're going to get Texas Tech, and then you're going to get Notre Dame, and then the 3 schools from the
Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Yeah, no, you
Oregon,
gotta have
Ohio State.
You got to have Notre Dame in there. You have to.
They're going to be in there.
You just have
Oregon,
to.
Ohio State, and who?
Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
Now, how can you forget Indiana?
Yeah, I know. Wow. I know. How.
Let's get to our Canty
Hope
Dairy.
Indiana wins it.
I don't.
I do. I like Cincinnati.
I'm tired of him.
Let's get to our Canty Dairy Queen list. It's not any Dairy Queen. It's
like looking at
Canty
yourself in a
Dairy
mirror.
Queen. New Hartford Road, also right there by Ohio
Bragging
County
about.
High School.
Destination school?
No.
Google him. That's all you got to do.
I like his confidence and stuff, but don't get on the mic and start telling me how great you played when you snuck by with, when you played ridiculous in the first half against Wisconsin. Like, they're pathetic.
It's a conference game, man.
Who cares?
All right, what's our list?
Here's your list. We're right there from Thanksgiving. So let's have your favorite Thanksgiving
thankful
foods.
for?
What do you? Yeah, there you go. What do you think? We'll go foods. What
Not
you're
Miller
thankful
Malts.
for. Not Miller
I can't
Malts.
stand him, man.
Well, Brad's number 1 would be Natalie Pires Payne. That's too easy of what
I'm
he's
so
thankful
thankful for her.
Without a doubt, and then also Briggins. I mean, this is
thankful for him.
This is your second best partner you've ever had.
Yeah, absolutely. But listen, I've been divorced, so it's all relative.
That really puts it in perspective there.
It is.
I mean, hell, I was divorced. I just can't get rid of his ass.
We'll start with you, Coach Briggins.
How many we get?
Wow,
3. Just
I did
3.
5.
God, of course you did.
Oh,
Why does it matter how
Give
many
me your
you-
number 5.
You're going to put 7? Well, I don't know why you asked the question. How many can I have?
We're doing
I got
dishes,
7.
right? Food.
Food. There you
Okay.
go.
Whatever.
Sweet potato casserole.
Sweet potato. Oh, I'm not a sweet potato fan.
Y'all don't like sweet potato casserole?
No.
Put marshmallows on top of
Yeah,
it. Oh,
it's good.
God.
No.
Marshmallows.
You have 5 or you want me to go 2 with him
I got
here?
3. Go 2.
Go ahead. Give us your next
Give
one.
us your 7th.
Okay. I thought we were doing 5. That's
Yeah,
what
I know.
we used to do, but okay. And this is very simple. Corn.
Hey.
Not just corn. Like not corn
corn.
casserole.
No, just corn.
That's because he's from Iowa.
Yeah,
How
that's
did that
right.
Iowa
I
thing
love
go
Iowa.
this week? How'd they do against USC?
Ever since you've talked about them, they've lost.
Lost
2 in a
2 in a
row.
row.
I know.
I'm hoping to get up there somehow and take one of those
Their
jobs.
basketball team is pretty good.
They got a new coach.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that
They
people
score
like
it.
him.
Yeah.
I love
They
Iowa.
I mean, you're no longer allowed in Iowa. I think after them
Yeah,
going
if you-
after you talking about
if you
Iowa,
claimed
they're 0-2.
them. Yeah,
I
if
mean,
you
I
claimed
do love corn. There's a lot of corn in Iowa. But my family, like my wife hates corn. Like nobody cooks it, so like my mom fixes it on Thanksgiving, and I love it.
I mean, you can just get
Is it
like a
like cream
can and
corn?
pop it
Canned
open.
corn, you can get cream corn. I love corn.
Corn. There you go.
I like cream corn. A little tough on me.
I was going to say, well, all corn's kind of tough on you,
Period.
I mean, know where it's going to end up. Give me your number 3 here, Coach Payne.
My pasta salad. Nobody else's.
Why is your pasta salad so much different?
It's the greatest in the nation.
Brad Payne thinks he's like a
Talks
Chef
about Kurt-
Ramsay,
He
doesn't
talks about Kurt Signetti, and then he's over here talking about
So,
destination
let-
school and
let me
best
ask you.
pasta in the nation.
What do you
What gets them over?
What is it about your pasta salad that's just different? I mean, you got to have some ingredient in there that's different.
Well,
what is
there
it?
is, and I'm not going to tell you all.
Okay.
But
All right.
here's
There's a
what
secret ingredient.
I promise you it's not cottage cheese or sour cream. I am, and I'm making a promise to you all right now. I'm bringing some in.
Okay.
I'd like to
bring
try it.
some in.
I'm going to bring a dish into you that we talked
Here's what
about
we're
before.
going to do. And let's say, because we will be Monday. We'll be the week of Thanksgiving. We'll be doing Beyond the Bench. So what we're going to do is all 3 of us are going to bring a dish.
Yes.
And then we're going to let the others taste it, and we're going to rank those dishes. 'Cause I know what I'm bringing.
What are you bringing? I forgot. One of your soups, right?
No, I'm going to bring cowboy beans.
Oh,
yeah,
I love
that's right.
cowboy beans. So when are we doing this?
You
What-
can't bring. So not this. Next weekend.
Next
right?
week, next weekend.
That-
I'm
for-
bringing corn.
Just get you Del Monte and
Heat that bad boy
warm it up, boys. Throw a little butter in it. Let's go.
It's going to be good.
Yep. I mean, there you go.
What's
What do you
yours?
got?
I mean, for me, number 3 would be easy. It would be oyster stuffing.
Oh,
Lord.
God.
I'm telling you, it's when I was growing up in the Evans family,
be a serial
they
killer.
made stuffing, and then I had an aunt that made oyster stuffing because dude, oyster stuffing
That
was so
sounds
good.
atrocious.
Little oysters in there.
No.
You put
know-
oysters on stuffing
In the
Is that what you
stuffing.
said?
If
It's
you
in
bring
the
that,
stuff.
I won't eat it. I won't even come
No,
into the
I
show.
told you I'm going to bring my cowboy meat. But
Okay.
do you not like oysters?
No.
You don't like oysters? Oh, you guys don't know what you're missing out. Do you like
if I want to eat oysters, I might as well.
Yes.
I love seafood, but if I want to eat oysters, I might as well just suck down my own snot.
No, hold on. These are an oyster stuffing. These are cooked.
taste.
These aren't raw oysters that are in there. These are cooked oysters that are
it's
put
just-
in the
no,
stuffing.
I don't want it.
How about your number 3?
Corn.
Oh, you already. That's better corn.
Corn is number 4 for me, and I'm
What's
going
number 12?
Number 3.
Number 3. This is a really complicated item. I like turkey, but I don't eat turkey a whole lot, even at Thanksgiving. I like ham. I really have ham.
Yep.
You like ham over turkey?
Yeah, I like a good honey ham, the Kentucky Legends honey ham with like brown sugar and pineapple on it and cooked and
Pepsi?
you
Or
can.
Mountain Dew?
I've done
Mountain
Dr.
Dew?
Pepper before. You can.
I think it's good with Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do pineapple juice is what we use, but no, I just like ham, a good ham.
I like a pineapple juice and that brown sugar on it.
Yeah.
Get that
Good glaze.
little coating on it. Yeah. Really simple here, but it's got to be done right. It's not just anybody, and I can't do it. I'm reserved to the fact that only old people know how to fix macaroni and cheese correctly.
Uh-oh.
Do you want it in a crock pot?
I don't mind it in a crock
That's what
pot.
my mom fixes.
I would rather have it made organically.
Yeah,
not
you
like-
melt the
not-
cheese and
yes.
put the noodles in.
and then put in the oven with like some rich crackers
On top,
or
yes.
paprika, whatever you
So you
want.
like more like a baked mac and cheese.
Sort of.
Yes.
Yeah. Fixed, and then you got a little crust on top, and kind of like Moonlight does it, but much better.
I just like the box mac and cheese.
Yeah. See that, but
Nah.
you don't like mac and cheese.
Right.
I
I'm
remember
not
that
a
about
huge
you.
fan of it. No.
It's pretty simple.
on
It's
your,
simple-minded
I got to ask you,
stuff.
on your Thanksgiving plate, are foods touching and being
Oh,
mixed? Like, is it mac
absolutely.
and cheese going on top of your potatoes?
They won't
and-
go on top. I'll do the best I can to not initially let them touch.
But it's going to happen.
But I put so much on my plate that
What's your number 2?
Mac and cheese, too. I mean, mac and cheese is
I don't know how
tremendous.
you can't have a
like-
Thanksgiving dinner without it.
No, absolutely not.
My number 2, and this is what I'm probably going to bring in. I'm not bringing Del Monte corn in.
Dang.
But I could get some fresh corn from Iowa.
There you go.
Bring that in.
Might as
You're
well.
not allowed to get in the state.
But
the only thing they've
my
got
number
any good.
2 will be cranberry salad.
Oh yeah.
Cranberry. See, I can't do cranberry. Cannot do cranberry. No way.
The cranberry salad.
What's
is,
your mom make? Forgot. I'm not going to make fun of it because she was pissed at
pink
me
salad?
last time. Yeah.
Whatever
That's for
it was.
Christmas.
Okay. Yeah. That's right.
But the pink salad's great, but the cranberry salad is so good. It's got little pecans in there. It is so good. I mean, I'm telling you, it's,
Cranberries and pecans. I can't imagine how good that is.
No, it will blow your mind. how
That's
good
what
it
you're
is.
bringing in.
Yeah,
I can't stand it.
you're gonna have to try.
You
That's
were-
the rule.
No, hold on. We didn't hold on. We said we would let him try it. If you're bringing cranberry
out.
salad, I can't try it either. I hate cranberries.
You can't. What the crap?
No, I mean
Jello.
Thanksgiving is better
not
without
Jell-O.
anything cranberry. I can just tell you that
I'm not
right
getting
now.
I'm not taking canned. We're not taking canned cranberries and just eating them out of a can.
Oh, you picking them out back?
No, it's fresh cranberries. It's cranberry salad.
Oh man,
I'll bring something
take a
else
bite.
in.
No, I'll
Please
take a
do.
bite. I'll
Bring
take a
that
bite
ham
of
in.
my
Corn in. Bring that ham in.
Yeah, try your ham.
I could bring it in.
Need a meat.
Let's get to your number 1, Coach Payne.
Really simple. Again, I've been simple on all these. A deep fried turkey, and I think that may be why you're missing out on the turkey. Because the
Turkey can be dry.
Turkey can be awful.
Well, they take it to Old Hickory, and I like it. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but deep fried's great.
Deep fried, and you have to order this. It comes in a green label, the Creole butter that you inject in there prior to deep frying it. And then there's this Cajun spice. It's not spicy at all. The whole family loves it, the kids and adults alike, that you pour on it, as soon as you get it up out of the deep fryer. It sticks to the oil there. Nice little crust, and you got a little Cajun on it, and then you got the Creole butter in it to where like you could squeeze that turkey and there's butter.
Butter
rolling
shot
out
Problem
of
with
it.
the deep fryer though is that they're a little dangerous.
They are, and that's why I drive to Breck County to let my brother-in-law do it because let's face it.
If something blows up, you ain't got to worry about it, Brett County.
Well, number one, yeah, nobody will know. We're on a 400-acre farm there, and so nobody will ever know. But I'm pretty cityfied to be from Breck County.
Oh, you are. But my family's from Whitesville, and I'm a city boy, 100%.
Like I can't help it. My sister is out there. Like she's got 7 chicken houses. They have 50 heads of cattle. She's telling me how
she's out there
their
milking
twin
the
daughters.
cows.
Her twin daughters are going out at 5:30 in the morning. And I'm like, yeah, we've got pitching lessons, so we can't.
You are 100% city.
no
How
wonder.
did you end up being such a city boy from Brett County?
Soft. I guess. I don't know.
It must be
soft.
on that 4-acre farm. If if the deep fryer blows up, you don't have to worry about any meth houses there, do you?
No,
not
that I'm aware of.
just
there are some houses on there, but they better not be meth houses on that farm.
How about your number one, Coach?
My number one is dressing.
But not oyster dressing.
Not oyster dressing. No, that's disgusting.
No,
You
it's
get it
not.
on the
Rocks.
No,
Okay.
no. I mean, you're talking about like stovetop stuffing? No. I like dressing like in a pan. I might bring dressing in. Do you like dressing?
I love dressing.
Gotta have some gravy. Because dressing can get dry.
It can. I can mix up some gravy. That's not hard. But
Mix up some gravy.
well, this way I have a package. I'm not.
Yeah, it's fine.
You okay with that? I mean, I don't want my cranberries, so
I definitely don't want cranberries.
No.
The cranberries are so bad, dude.
I don't. What's so bad about them?
Well, the texture of them. I'm a texture guy.
Yes. So you don't like mushrooms?
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
I do.
I don't see.
Mushrooms feel like chocolate. Does that make sense? No. Didn't say they taste. I was like,
But they're good.
Feel like
good.
chocolate.
They're
That's
really
dumber than
good.
you saying Davis County is a destination school.
When you bite
Chocolate.
into a mushroom, a thicker one, you can't have like a Pizza Hut one, thin one. When you bite into a mushroom, it feels the exact same as biting into a Hershey's candy bar.
Okay, I'll
Try
have
it.
to check that out. I'll check that out. My number one, a little different. I think
Take it
has
from
to
a
be.
guy.
I think it has to be in every Thanksgiving thing. Green bean casserole.
I like it.
I mean, green bean casserole.
those
is really,
onion straws and stuff
Yeah,
on
and
it?
then you get like a little potato with it, and then you get a little mac cheese
That's
with it,
good.
and you get that whole three like all in one. It's
There's
Is that what
something-
you're going to bring in?
No, I'm bringing
No,
in
he's
cowboy
bringing in
beans.
cowboy
Oh,
beans.
okay.
There's something white that they put on green bean casserole that I don't like. Is it mayonnaise?
Maybe. You're not a mayonnaise cottage
Do they
cheese.
put mayonnaise on green bean casserole?
I don't know.
I've never eaten
There's
it.
something
They do.
white that I've had on some because I've dipped into some green bean casserole at like I don't know, like somebody else's house that.
I bet it's sour cream.
Oh,
Well, if it was, regardless, I never found out because as soon as I saw the white, I was like, well, it can't be good.
Nothing good. Like sour cream, cottage cheese, and
You don't like- you guys-
Ranch is the only thing white that.
that you'll eat.
Yeah, we need to get off this because as soon as I looked at Matt, I can't even.
No. Here's my question
12-year-old.
for you, because
I didn't say anything.
talking about
You're the one that
food,
laughed.
we had this whole argument
Not me.
earlier, and you were kind of coming around. Has it changed on brisket? Have you now a complete and total brisket fan?
1,000% brisket fan. I went to Shiloh's again last week and ordered a brisket sandwich this time.
Oh, ooh.
You all, if you this guy doesn't give us any money,
No.
and he doesn't give me any money. If you haven't been to Shiloh's and gotten some of their smoked meats, and it doesn't matter, they've got oxtail there.
I don't know if I could eat oxtail.
Have you tried it?
Are you an oxtail guy?
I wasn't. But
You become a meat connoisseur.
listen, anything that dude cooks over there at Shiloh's,
Doesn't matter. Huh?
I'll eat.
You'll eat. So
Yeah.
you're a total brisket guy now.
brisket is in. Now, it's got to be cooked by him.
Well,
Okay.
brisket's really easy to screw up.
You bet.
It really is.
Gets really dry really fast.
It's like a sirloin steak. Like, you better be on top of your game for that thing to be any good.
If not, it'll be dry and tough.
Yeah.
And No, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
I've been seeing this thing on about steaks of taking your steaks and like marinating them in whole milk.
I heard that, and
But won't do it. That sounds disgusting.
it's because of what the chemical inside the milk will break it down, break down some of the
The
protein.
toughness, yeah, the
I'm not
toughness of
doing
it.
that. Nah,
Yeah, it's stupid.
I'm not doing that.
And I've seen some of that on honey, rubbing honey glaze on and then baking it. You know, some people will sear it and then throw
bake it, yeah.
And then they'll put the honey on after the sear. And it'll soak in that honey, I guess for the sweetness. I don't know, but I don't like honey
We had
either,
Thanksgiving today at my
Yeah.
wife's side, and we had a corn casserole, it's like cornbread casserole type deal, and it was really good.
Well, is Thanksgiving your favorite holiday to eat at, or would it be Christmas?
Yeah.
Would it be Easter? What would be yours?
Mine's going to be, I like Thanksgiving. Mine's going to be Easter for the simple fact my mom makes deviled eggs, and nobody makes them like
They don't
my
make them
mom.
on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
How do you have Thanksgiving without deviled
They
eggs?
just don't. She makes them on. She makes them on.
Mama
Easter.
Briggins, come on now.
Or we're too invested in our cranberry salad.
Oh, they must be.
Christmas to me, we have a after Santa Claus comes, we have like a little brunch, and then like we have this egg, sausage, cheese, and biscuit all in a pan.
Casserole.
Casserole. Breakfast casserole.
That would have been a lot easier than
Breakfast
mentioning
quiche or
I
breakfast
wanted to make
casserole.
sure everybody understood what
Well,
was in
they
it.
know what a breakfast casserole is.
Sometimes we put ham in it, and then after that, leading up to the big dinner at night, will have like those sliders and a cheese ball. And so my pasta salad, that sets everything up. That makes Christmas Christmas.
Do you bring your buffalo balls?
I've not been asked. Jan's not a big fan, I don't think, of buffalo balls.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's not a fan, and so I just do what the in-laws say.
For me at my house, it's Easter because for Easter for the last few 10 years, it's been a seafood boil. And it's been great. Now I'm really working hard. No, we
have to worry about the oyster
we didn't have the
dessert,
oyster
do you?
dressing on that.
Those are
one,
raw.
It's crab legs and it's sausages and and it's just big seafood boil. And I'm really wanting to get to my first crawfish seafood. I haven't had crawfish in forever. That's the thing I'm lining up for.
I thought you were going to say you never had crawfish.
No, I have, but it's been a long time since I've had crawfish, and I'm going to get me a crawfish boil. I'm going to do my
I
own.
like crawfish.
I love it. I love it. Those boils, man.
Oh, they're unreal. They're unreal. We got to take a short break. When we come back, we'll pick out a few games for these guys to bet on and tell you who they got their winners as you're listening to Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. It's Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. 102.7 The Game. Vic Evans with Brad Payne, Matt Briggins. The live stream out there brought to you by Legendary Pool and Spas. And guys, we just got a few minutes here. Got about 5 minutes left in this segment and in the show. Big thanks once again to Green River Area Federal Credit Union. In case you missed at the start of the show, they have re-signed on for 2026 as a title sponsor for these two clowns to keep them on the air.
Great move.
For another year. I never thought you guys would see episode 63. I just didn't. I mean, I never. 63 is where you're at. I never thought you would get there.
I never thought we'd see 10.
When we met at the bowling
6 or
alley and
3.
talked about this, I never thought it would be at 63.
Yeah.
But following you guys tonight, you got Dallas taking on Vegas on Monday Night Football. Vegas is getting 3.5 points as a home dog. Dallas went out and got a bunch of defenders and trades and stuff of that nature.
And they got one back that was injured. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, Overlord or Overlay or whatever his name is. And so which way are you going to go on this?
I'm going to go Dallas, and I would buy the hook. I would make it 3.
Okay. Buy the hook down.
Yeah, but listen, I don't mind Dallas's offense. Their defense has been just absolutely atrocious. It puts so much pressure. It's kind of like the Bills. Even the Bills, yesterday against Tampa Bay, they had to score 44 points. Well, they had to score 33, but because they gave up 32 points to Tampa Bay, you put so much pressure on
to score
the
every
offense.
time you have the football.
Yes, that they're going to make mistakes, and even as good as Prescott is, which I do believe he's good. I don't think he's a below average quarterback. I still believe in them, and Vegas is bad.
Which way are you going?
I'm going Las Vegas here. I think it's you get some new defenders. It's going to take a little bit of time for them to gel. You're getting 3.5 at Las Vegas. I think this is kind of a trap spot for Dallas a little bit, and I think it's a good time to go with the underdog there.
Well, okay. How much money are you guys putting on it?
25.
25?
Yep.
All right,
Same.
25. Then we got to go down to Vandy, and Vandy's still in the hunt. With Texas losing, Vandy's going to move up in the playoff rankings.
Yeah.
They've got 2 SEC games. They start Kentucky Saturday, then they got Tennessee. I think if Vandy goes 2-0, Vandy's going to be in the playoffs. That's just my guess.
Yeah, who do they play second? Did you
Tennessee.
say? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
So, UK, how about this number? Getting 10 at Vanderbilt. I think it's a big number. If I don't ever bet on UK because I never like to let my heart and my mind fight over it.
Right.
But if I was going to put money on it, I think Vandy wins the game. I think UK covers with 10. Which way would you go?
I'm still going to take Vandy.
Oh. Diego, huh?
Yeah, their offense is much more elite than I think we give it credit for. Now, I'm not going to say anything about their defense, but Kentucky's offense, I think, will keep Vandy on the field. And I know they just got
Cutter's been playing really well, though.
That's great. This is Vandy. Okay. All right, this isn't Tennessee Tech, and I know they beat Florida.
Who did play?
They did play well.
Ole Miss strong.
They played well. Give me Vandy. It's going to be a backdoor cover. They're going to be up 7 on a drive,
scored
and make it 14 to where Kentucky has to be really aggressive and turn it over.
How much you going on it?
Give me 50 on that. I'm
50?
pretty sure.
Which way are you going to go?
I'm actually thinking Kentucky's going to cover here. I think Kentucky actually outright win this.
Oh, here you go. You got to go money line and get even more. Or you just got to
be huge.
No, I'm taking the 10, but
okay.
I think Vandy's overrated.
Yeah,
something fierce. Really, really overrated. And I think Kentucky's playing good football right now. I think their defense will stifle Vandy a little bit, and so I think Stoops has got some momentum going. They got the bronze ready for the statue. A lot of it. Yep. So it cost them quite a bit of money, but I think Kentucky will. I think they'll cover. I've watched Vandy quite a bit. I'm not sold on.
I think Cutter said if he wins that game down in Vanderbilt, he gets to date Diego's mom down there. He gets to go out on a date with her.
I think there's been a lot of people that stayed there.
I'm going to give you 2 games here because we got to go quickly. Both of them getting 9.5 points, which is big. USC at Oregon getting 9.5, and on the other one, Missouri at Oklahoma coming off a big win against Alabama. Missouri's getting 9.5. Give me the 2 you're going with there.
I'm going with Oregon.
Okay.
For sure. I think that one's they're going to run away with it.
Okay.
And then my other one is Oklahoma who?
My Missouri.
Oklahoma. Listen, they're going to make the playoffs.
You're going to give up both 9.5, right? How about you on that?
I took a lot of favorites.
I'm going Oregon. I think Oregon could come in Oregon can win the whole thing.
They can.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And I like Missouri. I'm still not sold on Oklahoma yet. I'm just not. I like Missouri. I think they got some offensive firepower when they want it. 9.5 is a lot of points for Oklahoma.
I think Oklahoma wins the game, but Missouri covers. I will say this will be the last big game because I think Missouri's coach is going to be the brand new coach at Penn State when it's all said and done. And the last
Franklin's
one,
going to Tech.
I know. I didn't surprise me. And the last one, Pitt, 2.5 at Georgia Tech in a big ACC game. Pitt controls their destiny to get to the ACC playoffs. Which way you going?
Who cares? But I'll take Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, I can't stand Narduzzi.
Yeah.
Can't stand them.
Hey, it's been Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal
Miller
Credit
Balls.
Union. These guys will see you next Monday.
Join us next Monday, 6 p.m. for more Beyond the Bench. Your home for 3rd Region Sports is 102.7 The Game.
Barbecue sauce.